Hey guys, Audi555 here. Today I'm doing what that sign's telling me to do, and I'm going up to the Bunya Mountains, so come with me. So the Bunya Mountains is up in Queensland to the west of Toowoomba. They've got some really cool camping places out there you can actually go to. I'm not camping today. I'll leave that for another adventure, and I'll probably go motorcycle camping up there. Ugh, some roadkill. Yuck. You gotta watch out for dangers on the road up here. Unlike Sydney, the most dangers you get are like trucks and cars and other idiots on the road. Here you gotta watch out for the livestock that could wander on the streets. So this is all rural farms around here. They're big properties. In some of the other areas they have sorghum growing and watermelons. So it's definitely just a lot of open space here. A lot of fresh air and countryside viewing. That cow's got two heads. Oh, there's two cows. So I'm almost there. I'm at a town called Quinalo, as you can see by that sign. Around this area there's lots of little towns like this, little satellite towns that serve as little residential hubs where people like to live, and then they probably go out and work on the farms. Well, they've even got a swimming pool. That's cool. So the Bunya Mountains is way off in that distance over there, so over those hills, and it gets a little bit more hillier, and it's over yonder is what they would call it here in the country. You can see the gorgeous mountains that they've got here. It's part of the Bunya Mountains, and the actual part that we're going is in a national park. McLagan. Hey McLagan, we're going to set up the farms for the sheep, so we're going to make the haggis here in McLagan. We're not going to have a Scottish restaurant here, but they open them up everywhere. There's damn McDonald's that don't even serve haggis. This is the road to Bunya Mountains, and it's 31 kilometres, and there's some wineries up here too. McLagan Motors, museum, McLagan memories, the old McLagan clan. We got the McLagan church. McLagan, let's get the McLagan out of here. Believe it or not, this is a two-way road, but there's only enough tar down for one direction of travel at a time. So when a big truck comes flying at you at 100 kilometers an hour, you've got to slow down, get out of their way, and pull over onto the dirt gravel. Probably not the best thing you could ever do on a motorcycle. Gravel road. I'm on a cruiser, so the road's now gone to a dirt road, and I'm a little bit scared. I'm freaking out because I've got road tires because I'm on a cruiser, and I've got zero dirt experience. And even if I did on this bike, it's not really the ideal bike for being on the dirt. It's like bouncing around the road all over the place. Welcome to Western Downs. Yeah, this is a great welcome. Anyway. So, bit of a dirt road, but you know, it's all part of the adventure, and hopefully the adventure doesn't keep going. But you know, we are out in the middle of nowhere, in the rural world. You know, you can't really expect, oh my goodness, that's bumpy. You can't really expect everything to be perfect. But you know, let's get on with it. Oh, there's light at the end of the tunnel. That was only the shortest dirt road stretch you could ever do. So, well, back to the sealed stuff. Good stuff. All right. Yes. Feel the power now. Woo! Yeah. Oh no. No. Too good to be true. Oh no. Back to the gravel. Jeez. My only experience of riding on the dirt is watching Jojo Moto's motovlogs and AZ Desert Dog. Oh, and the sealed stuff again. Kangaroos for the next 13 k's. Well, let's hop to it. Now we've got some nice twisties. Actually, true story. I'll tell you about twisties in a moment. I used to hate twisties. Ugh. because I was never good at them, and I'm still not that good at it. I'm no like knee down or anything. But yeah, I never used to like going on twisties. I used to hate it. But about a year ago, I went to the Gold Coast hinterlands, and I was staying up there for a while. And where I was staying was up in the twisties, so I couldn't really avoid not doing them every time I went for a ride. And I just got used to it, every few days doing the twisties, every few days doing the twisties. It was just like, it became second nature after a while. And it was like, at first I was holding up a lot of traffic. Cars were behind me going, oh, look at this idiot, he's supposed to be quick, he's on a bike. But by the end of it, I was the one that was zipping through, going the speed limit, of course. And no problems. Like, I just got used to just do a whole like push and lean and looking through the corners and getting better at my lines. So now I enjoy going through twisties. It's not too bad, as long as I'm not really in a group, because if I'm with sports bike riders or people with bigger engines or faster bikes than mine, then I kind of like push it a bit, and I don't feel too comfortable pushing the envelope. I like to still have a little bit of reserve in my skill set, just to be able to pull out if I need to do some evasive action and survive a corner that something has gone unexpected on. Yeah, I genuinely don't mind the twisties now. Like, I don't go out of my way to do them, but it's still something that if I'm faced with them now, I'm like, yeah, let's do this, So Bunya Mountains has these things called bunya trees. I think that's them there. They look a bit like pine trees, but I think they're genetically an older variety of tree. They have these big massive trunks, and they're massive tall trees. Hopefully we'll get to see one. What they do is they have these big pine cones, and they call them bunya nuts, and they drop from the top of the tree, like could be 50 meters up in the sky. This massive pine cone the size of 4 coconuts just drops down to the ground. So if you're ever camping underneath one, you kind of want to just be really careful. If it's the nut dropping season, you could get one fall on your head. You might want to sleep. If you're camping underneath, you might want to sleep wearing a helmet. Well, look at that drop. There is no safety barrier on this one. If you stuff up a corner, you're dead. Jeez. So at times like this, I don't mind being stuck behind 2 big cars, because people coming in the other direction are more likely to see a massive white 4-wheel drive as opposed to my skinny black bike. Wow, look at this view, guys. Isn't that spectacular? It's cool, eh? Wow, that's cool. Alright, let's just pull over here. So we've come up all the way from down there, Toowoomba's in that direction, come all the way up here, beautiful spectacular view, and this is all the Bunya Mountains. So that tree and those 2 weird looking pine cone shaped trees over there are bunya trees. So that one's lost a bit of the foliage on the bottom, and there's a few more over there, and they're all over the place. And you can actually get the bunya nut and you can roast it, I believe. It like comes apart, so you can roast the bunya nuts and eat them. And you can see that the vegetation now is like a canopy. It just envelops us, and the air is a lot cooler as well. At this view, didn't bring you guys all the way up here for nothing. So more of the same view, but just from a different side. We were looking at the southern side before, now this is like looking towards the west. Alright, let's keep going. There's a lot of cabins out here if you wanted to come out for a romantic getaway. Alright, so we're coming up to the national park now. There's my people. It's maker of that was quite good at the handiwork. So this is a bunya tree close-up. So this isn't the campsite. The campsite's a little bit further in, but basically the whole place is like this. Nice bushlands. You can go bushwalking. It's fantastic. You're really close with nature. There's wallabies popping around, and yeah, there's just cool things everywhere. What are all those black things? Oh, they're cows. Broken through the fence. He's going. Please don't jump out in front of me. Bye, cows. See you at McDonald's. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. As usual, keep safe out there. The roads, stay on two wheels and not on your head, of course, because that would be silly. Well, and I'll see you guys next Tuesday. Laters! Oh, must have gone past the wineries. Maybe it wasn't like wineries in the sense of you could buy wine there, but people on motorcycles whining about the dirt roads.